Is ambition bad? Well, that all depends on how you define it. Hello, I'm Sandhya and welcome to Dynamic Living. Ambition can be defined as the desire to achieve something or the desire to gain success. Now, what does success mean? Success can be defined as wanting to gain your aim or your goal. Or success can mean wanting to attain fame, power, social status, wealth. What definition you pick could define, well, how successful you are in the longer game of life. There's been a lot in the news of late of a well-regarded entrepreneur who committed suicide. It was really tragic, and it's really not for me to debate about his motives or his state of mind. But there was one thing that did stand out for me. In all his quotes, there were a lot of references to the word big, bigger, biggest. He wanted to play amongst the big daddies, build something bigger than we'd ever seen before, be the biggest enterprise and the biggest employer that his community had ever seen. Now, in themselves, there is no good or bad to these sort of ambitions. But there are some things that we need to do to safeguard ourselves. And let's look at them right now. The first is self-analysis. We need to take a good look at who we are, what our capacities are, what our circumstances are, and really what our goals are. Sometimes being an entrepreneur can consume your entire life. That's a price you're going to have to be willing to pay. The next step is to think about your goal itself. I'm going to put two in front of you, and let's see how they work differently. Say your first goal is, I want to earn 10 crores for myself. And the second one, I want to build the biggest enterprise I can visualize. I want to be employing 3,000 people or more. What's the difference between these two? They're both ambitious goals. That comes to point 3, which is that there is a sense of I. There is a sense of the doer. There is the sense of the person in the goal. The first goal was all about you, and then you're going to be very busy doing all of this and trying to achieve this for yourself. And if you don't achieve this for yourself, then you're a failure. Whereas in the second goal, there is something big that needs to be done, and you are in the service of that idea. As you work towards it, and as you remove the sense of I, the doer in that, then you just become a cog in the wheel. You're just an instrument in this larger process. And what has to happen will happen. Now, how you remove this I, that's through your faith, through your contemplation, through your meditation, through your study. And when you become merely an instrument, then success will most likely follow. And what that success looks like to you, you're not really invested in. You'll be able to deal with fame, with incarceration, with profits, with loss, with happiness, with sorrow, because you're merely an instrument in all of this. Now, my question to you is, what is your ambition?